If you're on GLP-1, Ozempic, Wegovy, whatever version you're using, you need to hear this. Because a lot of people are celebrating weight loss way too early. The scale drops and they think they're winning. But not every kilo you lose is a good kilo to lose. And that's where people get this completely messed up. GLP-1 can absolutely help you lose weight. That part is real. But if you use it without a proper plan, you may not just lose fat, you may lose muscle too. And once that starts happening, this stops being a smart transformation and starts becoming damage control. Now let me make this clear from the jump. I'm personally not a fan of relying on shortcuts, helpers, or quick fix tools when it comes to getting in shape. I still believe the best route is discipline, structure, a proper training plan, and doing the work consistently. That's what I trust. But I'm not here to judge people who use GLP-1. If someone uses it, follows a smart plan, keeps their muscle, improves their health, and gets real results, cool, respect. So this is not some emotional anti-GLP-1 rant. This is about using it the right way. Because the real goal is not just to lose weight. The goal is to lose fat, keep muscle, stay strong, and build a body that actually functions the way it should. The biggest mistake people make on GLP-1 is simple. They think eating less is enough. It's not. Yes, eating less can bring your body weight down, but your body doesn't magically say, "Don't worry, I'll only burn fat and protect everything else." That's not how this works. If your protein intake is too low, your training is weak, and your recovery is off, your body can lose muscle right along with the fat. That's the real issue, and too many people miss it because they get hypnotized by the scale. They see the number dropping and assume the plan is working. Meanwhile, strength is dropping, muscle is shrinking, energy feels worse, and the body starts looking flatter instead of better. That's not progress, that's a warning sign. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day. He's a bigger guy, a little overweight, but he's still got visible muscle. He trains, he's not lazy. He told me,
"Bro, I'm losing weight fast, but I don't like how I look. I feel smaller, but weaker too."
So I asked him, "Alright, how much protein are you eating?" He goes,
"Honestly, I'm not tracking it. I've mostly just been eating less."
And I told him straight, that's your problem. Your body doesn't know your goal is to lose fat only. If your protein's low and your training isn't strong enough, your body can burn muscle too. He looked at me and said,
"So I'm losing weight, but I'm also losing the size I actually want to keep?"
I said, exactly. That's why scale weight by itself means nothing. And this matters more than people think, because a lot of people confuse lighter with better. Not the same thing. If you lose fat and keep your muscle, that's a solid transformation. But if you lose fat and lose a chunk of your muscle with it, now you've got a body that may be smaller, but not better built. That can mean less strength, less shape, less performance, less athleticism, and less function. And that defeats the whole point. A good transformation should improve your body, not just reduce it. That's the standard. Not skinny, not soft, not flat, strong, lean, functional. The reason this happens is actually pretty simple. GLP-1 lowers appetite, so people start eating way less. At first, that feels like a win, but then structure disappears. Meals get smaller, protein gets ignored, training intensity drops, recovery gets worse, and now the body is running on less fuel with less support. That is where the problem starts. The medication can help control hunger. It cannot train for you. It cannot eat your protein for you. And it definitely cannot replace discipline. That part is still on you. If someone is going to use GLP-1, keep the plan simple. Step 1, lift regularly. Your body needs a reason to hold on to muscle. Step 2, keep protein high. If your appetite is low, protein matters even more. Step 3, track more than body weight. Watch your strength, your energy, your recovery, and how your body actually looks and performs. That's the basic plan. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. But if you skip those 3 things, you're just hoping for the best, and hope is not a strategy. Here's my personal take. I still trust the normal route more. Discipline, training, nutrition, consistency, a real plan. That's the foundation. Because when you build your body the normal way, you also build habits that stay with you. But again, I don't judge people using GLP-1. That's their choice. And with a good plan, yes, it can work. But if you use it with no structure, low protein, weak training, and no real awareness of what your body is losing, then you're not running a smart system. You're just dropping weight and hoping it turns out well. That's not how Coach Ace moves. So this whole conversation comes down to one question. What are you actually losing? Because if the answer is fat and muscle, then your plan needs fixing immediately. The goal is simple. Lose fat, keep muscle, stay strong, and build a body that functionally works. That's the target. Not just smaller, better. So if you're on GLP-1, hear me clearly. I'm not telling you not to use it. I'm telling you not to use it blindly. Lift, hit your protein, pay attention to performance, not just body weight. Because the last thing you want is to lose the weight, then look in the mirror and realize you also lost the muscle, strength, and shape that made your body powerful in the first place. That's not smart progress. That's sloppy progress. And Coach Ace doesn't build sloppy bodies.